Moises Caicedo is Chelsea's number one midfield target for the summer of 2023. Whether you like it or not. Arsenal, whether you like it or not, we are coming for Caicedo. Guys, welcome back to the Chelsea Godfather channel. Subscribe to my channel for regular Chelsea updates. Guys, Moises Caicedo, unless you have been living under a rock, I don't need to explain to you who this young man is. He's only 21 years old, but he's done way more at 21 than 99.9% of the people worldwide have done at 50. And he is one of the most highly sought midfielders worldwide. Chelsea, we just praying and waiting patiently for this nightmarish, awful season to come to an end. I mean, this season cannot come to an end quick enough. And, part of the issue with Chelsea this season is we're in transition, period. We have a new owner. The new owner has spent over 600 million, bought a whole bunch of players. We have an overbloated squad. We had 3, managers this season. We had about 14 or 15 players or more at any given time out on the injury list. Even as of now, we still have about 10 players on injury list. And so it's just been a nightmare all year long. With regards to Moises Caicedo, the 21-year-old midfielder from Brighton, BHA, I can't even pronounce the whole thing, Brighton, Hove, and Albion, I believe that's what it's called, Club BHA. This is a club that's having the best season in their history, and they're on a course right now for Brighton to finish 6th in the league, which will qualify them directly to play in the Europa League next year. For a club like Brighton, that would be super massive. For Brighton to play in Europa League next year will be massive, and it will be well deserved because, this club has done massive things with a reasonable, budget, a reasonably small budget. And, one of the players, obviously with, success comes about, other clubs coming to poach your players. And so that's where we are with Moises Caicedo. Chelsea acquired for him actually in the summer, in the January window, just a few months ago. Chelsea tried to bid for Moises Caicedo, and at the same time, Chelsea was also bidding for Enzo. So BHA pretty much put their foot down. They went on ahead and extended the young man's contract. Chelsea went on ahead and concentrated solely and 100% on Enzo Fernandez. Got the Enzo deal done, which is the good news. But the bad news is Enzo is like in Nigeria, right? Rice and beans. You feel me? If you eat rice alone, it tastes good, but it will not. It's much more sweeter when you mix rice with beans. So it is what it is. We need Enzo. Enzo is the rice, and we need a number 6. A solid world-class, or possible world-class number 6 to partner Enzo. That's where Moises Caicedo comes in. He's the beans, the rice and the beans. They're going to be cooking real good in midfield, and it's going to be super sweet next season. That is what the game plan is. That's what the hope is for the big shots at Chelsea, trying to make this deal happen. But obviously, it's not going to be easy because Arsenal, I'm sure you all remember that Arsenal actually made a massive push in January this season, trying to hijack Chelsea's Caicedo bid. We were moving for Caicedo And then Arsenal came from nowhere, tried to hijack our Caicedo bid, probably as some sort of hijack revenge for Chelsea hijacking their Mikhailo Mudryk bid, which we ended up taking their boy at the last minute. And so that's how, as far as I'm concerned, that's how Arsenal pretty much came into the mix. And then Arsenal made based on reports, a £70 million bid for Caicedo in January. That bid was basically turned down cold. I mean, the bosses at BHA wouldn't even consider that bid. So based on reports, it could take somewhere as high as £90 million to secure the services of Moises Caicedo, especially now that he has extended his contract. So all the cards are in Brighton's hands, right? It's all about what price, right? What price is going to get this deal done? I mean, everybody has a price. It's at the end of the day, it's all about business. So that's where Chelsea lies. Now, with regards to Caicedo, how does he fit into Chelsea? Well, currently, as I mentioned, we have an unbalanced midfield issue, crisis, if you want to call it that, because currently on our books we currently have obviously Enzo, we have Kante, Kovacic, and Ruben Loftus-Cheek as our four mid fielders, right? Then of course, if you've gone ahead for a stretch and add in our 18-year-old Andre Santos, he hasn't yet joined the club due to work permit delays, right? Which we hope that would be sorted out by next season. So if you add in Andre Santos, that will be 5 on our books right now. Now, as it is, none of them, unless if you count Andre, none of those players is traditional number 6, like a defensive midfielder who will be happy to sit back and just do that defensive midfield work, sort of like Rodri or Fabinho at Liverpool, even Partey at Arsenal. Like, we don't have that strong man that's gonna be happy to be back there to just clog the space, push up, press, win. If we're on the counter, they have the ability to recover and save us from goal-threatening counter attacks. We don't have that. So right now, in essence, what Chelsea is doing is we've been playing Enzo in that role, and that is not the best way to get the most out of Enzo. And as a result, it's left Enzo frustrated. As we all saw in our last game against City, where he will push up and there's literally nobody to pass the ball to. Like, he doesn't have anybody to play with. So that's basically where things lie. What we need is strong man like Caicedo, almost built in the mode of Michael Essien from way back, right? Modern day Essien, have him sort of DM/box-to-box DM, like a robot in the middle of the field, just cleaning up all sorts of problems, and that will free up Enzo to push up and just make little chip passes and find players that are moving, making off the ball runs to kind of chip little balls onto their path so they can create and they can score. That's why Chelsea needs Caicedo. And we currently have a lot of players, based on reports, anywhere from 10 to 15 players that are going to be offloaded this summer. So it's not even money in terms of the transfer fee is not concerned. the main concern would be just to convince the a player to actually switch clubs. So that's basically where things currently lie. So how do you guys feel about the prospects? Please share this video, subscribe, and comment below. Take care. Bye.